Good morning, children. This is the third part of the ratio and proportion, and I have taken here example number 8, that is question number 8 from your book. If x is to y is equal to 7 is to 9 and y is to z is equal to 15 is to 7, find x is to z. So here children, ratios are given, x is to y and y is to z, and their values are also given here, and you have to find the ratio between x and y, that is x ratio z. So children, see here what we have to do. First we will write this ratio x is to y. And then after writing this, what we will do, we will write the values, that is 7 ratio y or 7 is to y below that. Then the second ratio is y ratio is to z. Below that we will write y is to z. Why we will write below this y? Because y is common in both these ratios. So we will write the second y below this y, that is ratio z, and we will write the values, that is 15 is to 7 below that. 15 under y is to 7 under z. Now children, you see that these two terms y are common in both the ratios. In x is to y and y is to z, y is common. So what we will do, this is equation 1 and this one is 2. So what we will do, this first part, this first ratio, we will multiply by the y here, this y, which is in the second ratio, that is y is to z. We will multiply the first part with this y because y is common, and here we will multiply this ratio with this 9 because it is common. This this y is common, so this with this y we will multiply the first part, and with this y we will multiply the second part, and on multiplying we get 15 sevens are 105, that is under x we will write 15 nines are, that is 135. This is for the first part. Children, have you understood? Now we will multiply the second ratio, that is y is to z, with 9, and we will write y below y, we will write the answer. Y 9 multiplied by 15 is equal to 135. See, below y we have written ratio 9 sevens are 63. Okay, so we have got the ratio. This is x 105, y we have got 135. You can see both are common now. That is why we have multiplied with the common. Y is common in both the terms, so we have multiplied with this 9 in this ratio and with 9 in this part and 15 of this ratio with the first part. So now we have got this y common, that is 135, and here also 135, and 7 nines are is 63. So x is 105, y is 135, and z is 63. And we have to find the ratio between x is to z. So we will write only x is to z. X is 105 we have written here, and z is 63. So we have written this z 63. Now we can reduce this to their lowest term, and we have got, see, we have reduced with 3 here, 105 we get 35, and here when we'll reduce with 3 we get 21. Then now we have reduced it with 7 5s are 35 and 7 3s are 21. So we have got the ratio x is to z is equal to 5 is to 3 or 5 ratio 3. Now, if you have to write here, we have to write the ratio only between x ratio x is to z. Suppose we have to write ratio x is to y is to z. We have to write the ratios of all the three. Then we will write x ratio y ratio z. Then x is 105, y is 135, and z is 63. I hope children you have understood this. Do the second part, that is question number 9 of this yourself. Now question 10. Divide rupees 2060 between 3 people x, y and z. There are 3 people X, Y and Z, and we have to divide this rupees 2020 between X, Y and Z such that X gets 3/5 of what Y gets. Now, what Y is getting, X gets 3/5 of Y, and the ratio of the share of Y to Z is 6:11. So, the ratio between Y and Z, or Y is to Z, is 6:11. And this X is getting 3/5 of Y. Y is 6. Now, see this solution, how you will do. Let the ratios be X. We have taken the ratios X. Now, share of Y. You all know share of Y is 6X. Share of Z, that is 11X. It is given here. And the share of X is 3/5 of Y. It is written here. X gets 3/5 of what Y gets. So, Y's share is 6X. So, share of X is 3/5 of Y. That is 3 upon 5 multiplied by 6X. We get 18X upon 5. Now, this is the share of X. That is 18X upon 5. Now, we will take the sum of the ratios, that is X plus Y plus Z. Share of X is 18X upon 5 plus share of Y is 6X and the share of Z is 11X. That is equal to rupees 2060. After taking the LCM, we will find the value of X and we get the value of X as rupees 100. Now, we have find the value of X. Now, what we have to do? After finding the value of X, we will substitute this value of X in everybody's share. This is the share of Y, this is the share of X, Z, and this is the share of X. So, we will substitute the values of X. So, share of X is equal to 18 upon, see here, 18X upon 5. So, 18 in place of X, we have substituted the value, that is 100, 18 into 100 upon 5, and we get rupees 360. So, the share of X is rupees 360. X got 360 rupees. Then share of Y is equal to 6 into 100. 6X it is. 6 into 100, rupees 600. The share of Y is rupees 600. And in the same way, the share of Z is equal to 11 into rupees 100. We get rupees 1100. So in this way, we have got the share of X, Y and Z. So I hope children you all have understood. Try to do it yourself. And then question number 11 I have explained you. 11. The ratio of length to breadth. Now the ratio is between length to breadth of a rectangle. That is 7:4. So the length is 7 and the breadth is 4. That is ratio between length to breadth is 7:4. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 220 meter, find the length of the rectangle. Now the perimeter is given, that is 220 meter, and the ratio between length to breadth is 7:4 is given. So solution, let the ratio be X. We will take the ratios as X. Length, as it is written here, 7. So length we will 7x and breadth is equal to 4x. Children, the perimeter, the formula of perimeter of a rectangle is perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B. Length plus breadth. You all know this, children, the formula of perimeter of a rectangle. So we will now substitute the values. Perimeter we have 220 meters. So we have written below this 220 meter is equal to 2 into length we have 7x and breadth we have 4x. So 7x plus 4x, that is equal to 11x, and this 2 we have taken this side and we have divided it. We got 110 meter is equal to 11x. Now we'll find the value of x. 110 meter divided by x is equal to 10 meter. So the value of x is 10 meter. Now X we have got. Now we will substitute the values in length and breadth. So length is 7x. So 7 into 10 meter is equal to 70 meter. Breadth is 4x. So breadth is equal to 4 into 10, that is 40 meter. So children, I hope you have understood this question also. Now we'll do we will see question number 12. That is, the length of 3 ribbons is in the ratio. The length of 3 ribbons is in the ratio 4:3:5. If the length of the shortest ribbon is 12 centimeter, so the length of the shortest ribbon is 12 centimeter, find the length of the longest ribbon. So our ribbon is there, it is cut into 3 parts in the ratio 4:3:5. And it is given here, the length of the shortest ribbon is given, that is 12 centimeter. Here it is in ratio, but here its length of the shortest ribbon is 12 centimeter. Find the length of the longest ribbon. Now we have to find out the length of the longest ribbon. See here the solution. Let the ratio be in x. See the shortest ribbon. See here it is 3. So we have taken the shortest ribbon as 3x. The longest, see, the ratio is 5. So longest ribbon we have taken 5x. And the middle one or the third part of the ribbon is we have taken as 4x. So the length of the shortest ribbon is 12x. So what we will do? First we have to find out. What we have to find out? We have to find out the length of the longest ribbon. So first we will find out, here it is given here, the shortest ribbon length is 12x. So first we will find out the value of x by substituting that. So the length of the shortest ribbon is 3x. So that is equal to 12 centimeter. So x is equal to, after dividing we get 4 centimeter. So the length of the shortest ribbon is 4 centimeter. X, value of x, this is. Now, the longest ribbon is 5x, so we will substitute the value of x, that is 4 centimeter. So, 5 into 4 centimeter is equal to 20 centimeter. And the third part of the ribbon, that is 4x, 4 into 4 centimeter is equal to 16 centimeter. Question number 13 is same as question number 12, children. So, you do it, understand this question very carefully, and then you do question number 13. Now see, one more I have done, question number 14 for you, so that you can understand and you can do question number 15 yourself. The height of a student increases in the ratio 2:3. The height at present is 140 centimeter. What is the new height? So the height of a student is increases in the ratio 2:3. The height is increasing in the ratio 2:3, and the height at present, the height of the student is 140 centimeter, and now you have to find out what is the new height. So let the new height be, children, x we have taken. Present height is 140 centimeter and height increases in the ratio, that is 2:3. So 2:3 we have taken 2/3, that is equal to present height divided by new height. So we will cross multiply and we will find out the value of x, and we get the value of x as 210. That is the new height. So 210 centimeter is the new height. Question number 15 is same, children. Do it yourself. Now from question number 16 I have taken first part only so that you can understand and do. Fill in the blanks with smaller, greater or equal to. So 9:15. Blank 8:20. So 9/15, this is the box for putting the sign, and 8/20. So for that, children, first you have to take the LCM of the denominators, that is 15 and 20. Take this LCM. 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, and 2 3s are and 2 2s are we have taken. Now after multiplying we get the ratio as 60, and see here, to make the denominator same we have multiplied this with 4 and here with 3. We get 36/60 and 24/60. So we have made the denominators equal. That means we have converted into like fractions. So here this one is greater. So this one is greater means 9:15 is greater. So we will see here 9/15 is greater than 8/20. So in this way you have to do all the sums. Question number 17 is here. Write the ratio in order from least to greatest. That means you have to arrange from smallest to greatest number, children. So This is not the this question from your book. I have taken simply one example. 1 is to 2, comma 3 is to 4 and 5 is to 6. So 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4 and 5 upon 6. Now you have to take the LCM of these denominators. So after taking the LCM, we got 12. Now you will make it into like fractions. So here I have made it into like fractions, children. Now we got 6 upon 12, 9 upon 12 and 10 upon 11. See, it is already arranged in least to greatest. If the numbers are in different order, you can arrange it into that order, that is least to greatest, or if it is written greatest to least, you can easily arrange them. So 6 upon 12 is the least number here. So we'll write 1 upon 2 is lesser than 3 upon 4, this one, and it is less than 5 upon 6. So here, children, we end the exercise 7A. Do all the questions in your copy, each and every one. Thank you.